Bienvenidos! Today in Spanish con Señora Bisbee, we're going to work with the verb estar, specifically with prepositions. Let's take a look. So as a recap, estar is an irregular verb in Spanish and it means to be. So in the present tense we use it to express am, is, or are, but only in certain situations. Here are conjugations that we should already know for this verb. So we've got yo estoy, I am, tú estás, you are, él, ella, usted está, he or she is, you are, nosotros or nosotras estamos, we are, vosotros or vosotras estáis, y'all are, remember only in Spain for vosotros, ellos, ellas, ustedes están, they or you are, but again, plural. Now this little red dotted line that's making this rectangle is to remind you that the second and third person rows of the conjugation chart for the verb estar all need accent marks. Super important, especially these two, because if you leave it off, you're going to be saying this and these instead of are, is, and are. So super important. Estoy, estás, está, estamos, estáis, están. Now that we've reviewed the conjugations, let's talk about when we use estar. Remember that there's two verbs to be in Spanish, ser and estar, so each one is used in certain situations. Estar in general is things that are more temporary. They're more likely to change. I use this acronym PLACE when I teach the uses of estar: position, location, action, condition, and motion. So position would be like la carpeta está al lado del libro. The folder is next to the book, so you're using a prepositional phrase to compare where two items are in relationship to one another. Estoy aquí, I'm here. Location. Action. So basically the ing with the present progressive. Estoy haciendo mi tarea. I'm doing my homework right now. Condition. Estoy cansada. I'm tired. So this could be physical or mental. It can also apply to objects, not just people. So like a door being opened or closed would be a condition of a door. And emotion. Estoy feliz. I'm happy. In today's video with prepositions, we're specifically working with position from this list of uses of estar. So we're going to be working with these prepositional phrases that will relate items to one another in relationship to space. So as we're learning a language, it's really important to understand different parts of speech. It's like a mechanic knowing the names of all his different tools he needs to use and what their purposes are. So prepositions, what are they? Well, Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines them as words that are often small, that show direction. So, for example, a letter to you. To would be a preposition here. Location, at the door. At would be the preposition. Time, by noon. By would be the preposition. Or they introduce an object. So, a basket of apples. Of would be your preposition. Typically, these little preposition words are followed by a noun, like noon and by noon, a noun phrase, the door, so at the door, or a pronoun, so you, a letter to you. And that's what prepositions are defined as according to Merriam-Webster. If you look on Merriam-Webster's website, you can actually see a list of the most commonly used ones in English. Preposiciones, prepositions in Spanish. So let's take a look at these common prepositions that help us relate distance for things. So we've got a la derecha de, to the right of. So the puppy is to the right of the desk, a la derecha de. To the left of, a la izquierda de. Next to, al lado de. Close to, cerca de. Lejos de, far from. Debajo de, under. Delante de, in front of, so this puppy is in front of the desk. Detrás de, behind, so this puppy is behind the desk. Encima de, now this can mean on top of, like in this picture the puppy is on top of the desk, or it can mean above. So let's say there was a poster of a puppy, it could be up on the wall above the desk, and you could use encima de for that as well. And we've got entre, so between. So the puppy is between the two desks, entre. Anytime we want to use those prepositional phrases to tell us how objects relate in space to one another, remember that's position. So in a sentence, we would use the verb estar to complete that task. So for example, if I wanted to say the puppy is to the right of the desk in Spanish, I would say el perrito está a la derecha del pupitre. So the puppy is to the right of the desk. If I want to say the puppy is to the left of the desk, I would say el perrito está a la izquierda del pupitre. If I want to say the puppy is next to the desk, el perrito está al lado del pupitre. And so forth and so on for the rest of them. So all of these prepositions are going to use the verb estar because you're talking about two objects' positions in relationship to one another. All right, that's Estar with prepositions. Super short and sweet and to the point. So basically, knowing that if you're using prepositional phrases, such as al lado de, a la derecha de, a la izquierda de, all of those in Spanish require the verb estar because you're talking about the position of two things in space. Gracias, buena suerte, y nos vemos.